Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? This is Thanksgiving weekend. We got a lot to be thankful for. How's everybody doing this morning? My goodness, y'all, beautiful people, beautiful people. Do y'all think I'm a little extra this morning? My wife thinks, golly, you need to chill out in the morning, chill out a little bit, bring it down, turn that knob down. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. My name's Chad Free, and I'm coming to you from upstate South Carolina, just outside of Greenville. And I'm a wealth strategist. I like to help people grow their wealth just by moving and repositioning. But guess what? Taking control of their money. Because I believe true wealth is an abundance of everything you value, and it's built from the inside out. And this week, being Thanksgiving, I really hate that it's that we put a lot of emphasis on that one day or that one season or what have you. We really should be thankful every day. And so I'm super excited to be here with you. I'm thankful for you today. I'm thankful to have this opportunity to be with you on Mondays. And I hope that everybody is good and ready for this week. So before we get started, let's go to our affirmation. I got my wake up shirt on. See that? Wake up. All right. Now, everybody, if you don't know, you need to come off of mute right now. If you can, hit that mute button, unmute yourself. We're going to say this together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I am created
on purpose for a purpose.
You are created on purpose.
You are
for a
created
purpose.
for a purpose.
Now, I think I saw Wendy not unmute herself, and she works on my team. So we're going to have a little talk about that. Our little team meeting this morning right after here. So Wendy, just wrote your name on the board. Just letting you know. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, listen, this morning we want to do things different. I do this every once in a while, but I'd like for us to just think about what we're thankful for. And I want to give you all a time to come off of mute and just share with us, what are you thankful for? And maybe why are you thankful for it? And I'll start off. I'm thankful that these days and this time in my life, can I just be frank with you? I'm not worried about money. I know I'm in this business, but if I can just be transparent and authentic, for years and years and years, I chased that next level. I chased that next thing. I chased that next opportunity. And I just wasn't as present as I should be, because I was always thinking about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And I've said this before. Look, I can still hustle with the best of them. All right. And I want you to hustle. I want you to hustle. I don't think we're called to be lazy and comfortable and all that good stuff. But sometimes we miss the blessings that are right here in front of us when we're so consumed with what's to come or what we hope comes next and blah, 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 blah. And so I am thankful to be where my feet are. And I still struggle with it a bit, but I'm just thankful to absorb the things that I truly cherish in life. And that's my family. That's even clients and prospects. I just care about them because I focused on becoming who I'm supposed to be, or that's what I do. It's a daily deal. It's a daily deal. But I truly care about the other person, and I want to know about them. And so I care. And I think that's helped me. I think people can read that. If you're just trying to get a sale or whatever? Are you truly trying to help somebody and serve them? So I'm thankful in this season to be present and to be not who I used to be. Can I just say that? I wasn't a bad person, but I'm not who I used to be. I'm not who I want to be, but I'm not who I used to be either. So that's my start. That's how I wanted to get this thing going. If anybody wants to come off mute, please come off mute, share your heart with us if you feel led to do so. And just tell us what you're thankful for today.
I'll share, Mr. Dot.
Let's go, Bethany. Good morning to you, dear.
Good morning, sir. I just want to thank God. Like, first and foremost, I just want to thank God. God has been so faithful. Man, I promise you, like, a lot of times we think that we can do everything in our own power and might, and we sometimes can forget to leave out the one who orchestrates it all, because we get sidetracked, disrupted, things like that. But I just want to thank God this morning that I'm focused, I'm grounded. I get to celebrate this week. I know not everybody's going to have a good time during this holiday, because that was me the past 3 or 4. But I get to be joyful and happy and grounded and celebrate the holidays with my boys this year. It's just, I'm so grateful, because if you knew where I was a year ago, past 2 years, 3 years, you'd never believe it but God. And I am grateful for that. I am grateful for all of you. My heart is full of gratitude this morning. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Bethany. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to come off mute? Talk to us. Anybody.
I will.
Yes, Jill. Come on off mute. Talk to us this morning. How are you?
So I am thankful for this new season in me and my husband's lives. Our kids are grown, so we've had to learn how to kind of just be us. And I'm thankful for the money that I've been making to pay for all the cruises we've been going on, just to get away and spend time together.
Nice. Good deal. Thank you for sharing, Jill. Who else? Anybody else?
Yeah,
Justin.
What's up, man?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, good. Just want to thank everybody on here, first and foremost, for supporting each other. Support my wife. Thankful for her support, watching the kids most days. Um, it's just everybody that's willing to put in the work and support each other. Friendships in the dark times that we're leaving in the past. Just looking forward and keep on moving in the direction that we're supposed to be in.
Excellent. Thank you, Justin. Justin brought up something that I just want to add. If you've been a part of this show more than, let's just say, 3 months consistently, put a 5 in the chat if you feel like you could literally call on anybody in here. If they have been a part of this group for, say, 3 months or more consistently, I just think this culture that Brock has brought together, I believe any of us could call any of us and we'd be there for each other. We might not have an answer for you, but we would be willing to listen. And you know what? Just having that kind of person right there. Look, I'm getting yayed up, and I'm wanting to give everybody else time to talk. But just having somebody to be willing to listen, that's rare. That is rare these days. And you guys are different. And I appreciate that about this group. All right. Anybody else? Anybody? Well,
Buenos dias, Mr. Chad. This is Rosario.
buenos dias, Miss Rosario. How are you? How are you?
I am blessed. I am here. I'm at home. And I just want to come off mute and to say I am so grateful to be standing at home after being away for so long and just be able to build the tree yesterday and just embrace those moments and be present and everything that you talk about, every single moment that you speak. And I just wanted to say I'm so thankful and blessed to be here and to be able to jump on this call as many times as I can. And for every single one of you, every message, every prayer, every conversation, it is such a blessing. So, so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Chad and Brock and everyone. I love y'all.
Hey, before we go on, Rosario, if you don't mind, and I pray I'm not putting you on the spot, but how long have you been away from your home? Will you share that with us?
Yes, sir. So I was away for 30 days. I was away for 30 days. And it was so much stillness, Chad. There's just this whole story behind it. And I know it is all God's preparation and what He has next. And it's not even about me, it's about what He has prepared in His kingdom for His purpose. And you talk a lot about that and just being able to surrender and not fall into on ourselves and just be thankful, whatever the circumstance looked like. It didn't matter. I had thankful. I have a great support system. This show has tremendously, helped me realize so many things and just be present in whatever that moment looked like. And so there was just a lot of moving parts and I couldn't keep up with everything, but I what I did do is just kind of lean on God like I always do and remind myself, why am I here? I'm still here. I get to do things. Every time that I would grab the walker, just kind of remember, the things that He has already done for us and just kind of keep trusting Him and leaning on Him and everything that comes with it. It's like that, those are like the moments that we need to just grab on even more instead of putting ourselves in a mindset of hate or why am I going through this right now? And because my son brought it up, Chad, and I was just thinking about it. He brought it up. He's like, "Mom, right when you're already taking off, things happen," and I'm like, "That's how it is. That's how it is sometimes, and it's part of growth. There's areas that I need to work on, things like that. But more than anything, just stay focused, on the highest and trusting Him." I can just talk, Chad. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be. Because somebody asked me, like, how was I doing mentally? And I said, you know what? I am flying right now. I feel like I've been, just with God all this time and just kind of looking at everyone that was there in those moments. And you guys were just so, even though you guys are far away, you were close to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's because of all those conversations that I've had, with most of you and created those relationships. And it's a beautiful place to be, to
For the
have a
few
community. And this show, like I said, it's been a huge part of it. So if you guys haven't missed it, like, just keep leaning on. There's something there every day. And just, this morning I was like, oh my God, Chad, I gotta get on. I gotta get on. I haven't been getting on, and it just, thank you for allowing me to speak this morning because it is a huge blessing just to be here.
Well, for the few people that may not know where you've been or what you've gone through, it was with your health, right? And you just tell us where you were if you don't mind sharing that, because I want to lift you up. I really think, you know what? This whole thing could be for me highlighting Now, I know you, Rosario, don't want this, but you are an example. You are an example of what I talk about. And everybody's purpose is so different. And I talk about purpose is paved with potholes. And for you to roll through this course of life with that peace and with that purpose and with that with palms up. What are you trying to teach me through this? You said something earlier, just being still. Sometimes we don't know why we are where we are, but sometimes we have to sit in the quiet. Sometimes we have to be still before we can soar. And if we soar too soon, guys, it will not sustain. So God literally has been working in Rosario's life. And I just want to bring attention to it because you see that sweet, sweet, sweet voice that she has. There's nothing fake about that. That's so much pure. It's just humble. And I get emotional talk about it because Rosario, you are an inspiration to me. You reach out to me sometimes and you don't know it, but the timing is just right that you're praying for me. Or Chad, I thought of this and you send me a video. That is so rare these days, guys. It is so rare. And Rosario, again, if you don't mind just sharing, you were dealing with your health. That's what you've been dealing with, right?
Amen. Yes, sir. I still am. I still am. And it's constantly, one of the things that brought me there is I couldn't walk. So I didn't understand what it was. So I kind of had to work backwards on what brought me here. And I've learned so much about my body. And so when all this time, I kept asking God, like, what is it that you need me, from here? Like, what is it that you need me to do from now on? So just be more aware of my body, taking care of the temple, right, that he created, which is our bodies. Because most of the time it is what you just shared. Like we're moving and we lose sight of what truly matters, and which is ourselves foremost, right? And that way we can serve others. So it was my body, right? My I couldn't walk. And I
Mm.
realized that I have something that is permanent, but you know what? I I still see God, there. It doesn't matter how it looks like I'm standing. Like I focus on those things. Yes, I still need to take care of certain things, but most of all, it was that I couldn't walk. Right? I couldn't. I just was in a lot of pain. I couldn't walk. So if I can't walk, I can't do for myself. I can't do for others. I had to go through those days where my daughter had to take care of me. So it was just like all those. I just kind of, this is what I was telling everyone. I'm like a guinea pig right now. I was trying to figure out where is
Mm.
it coming from, right? And at the same time, just kind of allow God to work in me and through me and with those people around me. I learned so much from the old people that were there. So yeah, it was like that. I couldn't walk. And
Right.
so, what I can share, Chad, is that for us to be more present, not only in the moments that you're with other people, but with yourself. Be present with yourself. Be still, because you can still be moving and be still at the same time. It's just learning to be aware of it. Be aware of it. That stillness doesn't require you for you to completely like be still, like your body to be still, but it's more of your soul and your mind, and
Right.
continue to connect that. Like this morning I woke up and I said, okay, God, what do you have on the list? What are you
Mhm.
gonna do today? So I have my grandbaby, so today is my grandbaby and the boys, and focus on that, right? And at
Right
the
on.
same time, he'll align everything. He continues to align everything because I continue to do those things, and just allow him to do that. Is it easy, Chad? No, it is not easy at all. I had that person that asked me the day before I left the clinic, And I say, you know what? I've had those moments. I'm human, anxious. My mind wanted to race. I was like, okay, I would get up and I would start walking with the walker. So it was a lot of practicing what we're speaking, what we say every day, and just surrender. Like I've always shared before, just surrender. And yes, my body, the medication was doing other things that I was not looking forward to. So it just kind of threw a lot things longer than we thought. So, but for the most part, I'm still here.
Absolutely. Well,
Strong and
thank you,
healthy.
Rosario.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing, and I really appreciate that because I think you truly are an example and an inspiration to so many. And I just want to say thank you for that.
Yes. Thank you, Chad. Love you guys. Y'all take care, stay blessed, and happy Thanksgiving.
Amen. Anybody else want to come off? Anybody? Mr. Brock, I see that you're wanting to.
Well, good morning. Good morning. I first and foremost thank you, Chad, for showing up for many years, not just once in a while, but every single Monday. You've switched your schedule around for me on Tuesday because of my kids. So I am blessed and thankful of you and your family and allowing me into your family, not only with Tate, but just meeting your family and uh, just I really enjoyed that football game. I was able to be there at with you all, and just so very thankful for our friendship and our brotherhood to begin with. Because without amazing people like you, last year, as some may know, not know, I was getting ready to end this show. I was getting ready to shut it down because I was tired and I didn't really think that, my kids and they were going to different schools and there was a transition and I was just like, you know what, I think enough is enough. And I'm gonna put this I don't know what I was gonna do with it, but it wasn't gonna happen on a daily basis. We'll just say that. And he's not with us anymore, but Derek Green was one of our Thursday speakers. And I feel very strongly in gratitude that God puts people in our life during certain times to be with us, to show us. And I say to myself, I was just like, when I was thinking of Derek this morning when you were talking, I was just like, damn, a year ago, I was getting ready to end it. Literally this week, it was Thanksgiving week. I went up to the mountains with my kids and I had a conversation with Derek on Wednesday evening that I was just like, I'm not too sure if this is for me anymore. And he was the one that really instilled in me, like, bro, are you sure? Like, if this is what you want to do. And God put him in my life, I feel, for that very moment to be like, hey, I'm going to put some angels, I'm going to put some people around you just for your season so you can hear certain things. We don't always have to agree on everything during certain time periods of our life because you're not going to agree with everybody. Yes or yes. You're not going to agree with every freaking thing that people tell you or you receive. But that's God's way of filtering through us to be like, hey, I'm going to sprinkle this here, add a little bit over here. I've never heard of a recipe just made out of flour, right? There's a lot of other ingredients that go along with it. The Chads, the Cullens, the Christians, the Rebeccas, the Derricks, the Figured Out Friday, the Michelles, Jay, Grace, Rika. Without the VAs, we couldn't function and do this show day in and day out. And so the gratitude is for all of you because Chad, you nailed it in the head when you said we can pick up the phone. I've never, in my entire time doing this all for almost 5 years, I've had nobody ever call me up and say, Brock, that Devin, she's a real a-hole. Could you kick her off the show? I've never had anybody say that anybody was mean, negative, was just like hung up on me. I've never had that. So the amazing thing of this culture and the leaders who have helped create this synergy and energy, my gratitude goes to all of you The gratitude goes to my kids who sometimes listen in to me when we're talking, and now they echo certain things that we do, and I get laughter out of it. And so, Chad, thank you so much for bringing this up today. And thank you for this Thanksgiving week. And thank you for being an amazing person and pouring everything you have into this audience. Because of you, this culture remains strong. This culture is something that is generating by John Maxwell, the law of attraction. So God bless you, man, and your family and everybody on here. We will be on here every single day this week and just very thankful for you all.
Awesome.
Now,
Awesome. Thank you, Brock. I appreciate you, my man. All right, guys. It's your last chance. Last chance before we wrap it up. So if anybody's got if their heart's beating just a little bit faster than normal, better say something. Better say something. Huh? Somebody poking you on your shoulder? You need to say it. You need to say it. Okay, Joseph. Can I tell you something before you say something? I've been watching you and I feed off of your energy. I just have to tell you that. And I wasn't manufacturing or like, come on, Joseph, say something. But I really was looking at you, man, because you've given me a lot of energy through the past couple of times that I've spoken. Just a head shake, man. You know, just nodding your head. I just appreciate that. So, okay, that's enough. Joseph, go ahead, brother.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk this morning. And I praise God for every day of my life. And I always tell people that one struggle that I have in my life is I learned to pray. I know how to pray, but I don't know how to say thank you. I don't know how to say amen because my prayer in my heart is continually, no matter what. I'm a real estate agent. I have customers calling me when I turn them into clients, no matter what it is. During the conversation with the customer for the first time, my heart takes off on prayer. God, if it's your will for me to work with this person, may your will be done. But if you see an obstacle that I'm not going to succeed with that person or something is going to go wrong, pull me out. And I am straightforward to the person. Listen, I would love to help you. I'll give you all the information that you need, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Or let's go and I'm going to take you all the way to the closing table and beyond. I'm thankful to God because last week I had a scare in my life when I felt some cramp in my stomach and my heart. And I thought it was a stroke or a mild heart attack. But it figured that my fluid in my system went down to 5%. Because I went to the gym and I didn't have any water or any fluid throughout for the last 24 hours of my day, the day prior. And God has blessed me. And when I went to the hospital, they did a heart catheterization, everything was well, everything was going good, but the lack of fluid kind of like put me down, and that's why I had a muscle breakdown. But through it all and everything, the most important thing in my life is God. And I don't do anything without putting God first. And I thank God for my family, my kids, they're always there to support me. And I thank God for this program because even though I'm not there every day, but I try my best to recap on everything that is being said. And lo and behold, last Wednesday, I made it my priority to not miss the program because when I was in the emergency room in the hospital laying down, I made sure I followed it. And I know God made it happen because there was a reason for me to say it. And I've learned so much, and especially with Rosario. And when Brock, which I'm thankful to, brought the accountability program, Rosario and we talk to each other. We don't talk to each other every day, but you know what? She has inspired me to continue to focus, to continue to do what is right in my business and moving forward. And it's a blessing for everyone in the program right now. Um, I know that even though we don't talk to each other everyday basis, but our hearts is always connected in prayer because there is one blood that was shed for us to be together in unity. Because no matter what it is, the person may be in darkness, The person may see the light of God in salvation. We all children of God, bound by one blood. And our duty is to go and make disciples. We may be 30 of us in here, but our heart is for our others, praying every day for each other, not only for each other, but for every other people that are not part of this program. I'm very thankful and I'm blessed that I'm still here. I'm still able to join. And I thank every one of you for the guidance and blessing.
Thank you so much, Joseph. I appreciate that. That was a perfect note to end on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I want to challenge you all to literally focus on things that you're grateful for this week. Focus on things that you're thankful for this week. And, you know, you'll be around family, you may be around friends. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to leave you with this, that you are created on purpose for purpose. You are one of one. I don't know who needs to hear this, but validation comes from one person, and that's God. So while the world may call you many things, God is calling you by your name, and you matter. So walk in that. Okay. God bless each and every one of you. Be here tomorrow morning at 8:15. Brock the Rock. See ya.